Now, I'm just going to point out, guys, that I wouldn't expect everyone to watch this entire video. It's going to be really long. In fact, it's 30 minutes. The reason why I know that is because, no, I don't, read the future, but, I'm actually recording this after I record the entire video. But, all I'm just going to say is if you aren't exactly interested into making mods, you might not find this video too interesting because I'm just going to be going step by step how to do it. So I'm not going to complain. You feel free to just not watch the entire thing if you don't want to. But if you're into making mods or you're interested of modding and all that types of stuff, or you just really are bored, then feel free to watch the entire video. But we're just going to get straight into it. Now, to start off, you're going to need the following softwares and websites, and I'll make sure to post all these links in the description down below. Starting off, the most important thing that you need is GIMP, and I'm pretty sure you can actually do all this stuff on Adobe Photoshop too, but as we all know, Photoshop costs a lot, and not all of us can really afford that type of stuff, but there is GIMP, which is a completely free software that you guys can use, and just download it from this. You just go to gimp.org, I guess is the web address, or you can just literally search up GIMP and download the latest version of this, set it up, and then you will be good to go. Now, the next thing that you will need is XNView MP. Now, don't just search up XNView because it needs to be the MP version. Don't ask me why, but that's just how it is, and I'll make sure to leave that in the description down below. If I forget to do that, then just let me know in the comments hey, you forgot to put these in the description. I'll make sure to do that. Then what you're going to want to do on this specific web page right here is you're going to want to scroll all the way down to this part. Now, it'll say stuff like it costs or whatever. Ignore that stuff because it really doesn't cost. Just go to the Windows side, I guess, if you're, well, I don't know, if you're on Windows. If you're not on Windows, then I guess you'd go for the others. But, set up the 64-bit, just hit that, and then just follow all the things that tells you to do when you install it. And then you're gonna get the thing pulled up, and then I'll show you how to use that once we actually get into the part about modding. Now, another website that you will need is this little Russian website called dvplblitzmods.ru/convert. I'll make sure to put that in the description down below. Now, keep in mind this website is in Russian, so you will have to use your Google Translate because it is in Russian. So yeah, unless you speak Russian and understand Russian, you won't really be able to find this website that helpful. But in this website, it is a DVPL converter, and for those that don't know, DVPL is the file format that Wargaming uses in its game for those little things. They're all on DVPLs, pretty much most of them are, and in order, most softwares, I'm pretty sure, I don't even know what softwares can read DVPLs. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use this converter to be able to convert them into DDS formats, which is something that GIMP and I'm pretty sure Photoshop can read. Now there's convert and deconvert. Convert just makes it into a DVPL. So if you have a DDS file, you're gonna convert it into a DVPL. That's after you've finished making the mod, you exported it, and then you need to make it into a DVPL in order to add it back into your game. Deconvert is okay, Russian stuff. Can you get out of the way? Okay, well, it's in Russian, so let's just translate this page. But convert from DVPL is the deconvert one. That one makes it so that it converts a DVPL format, which is the Wargaming one, from that into a standard DDS format, and that is what you need to do in order to even start modding. So now we're just going to get into our very little quick thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to alright, so first of all, if you don't know where your Steam folder is, it should be in your C, Windows C or whatever that drive is. Go to Program Files 86. Then you're going to find Steam, and then you're going to go to Steam Apps. Hold on, let me just open this stuff in case I show some stuff that alright, here we go. So, you're going to click on the World of Tanks Blitz folder, and then it's going to take you to a place like this. Yeah, you're going to have all these types of stuff, and you're in the World of Tanks Blitz folder. You're going to go to Data. You're going to go to 3D. Then you're going to go to Tanks. Okay, and it's going to give you a list of countries. You're going to want to select the country that you want to do your mod for. In my case, it's going to be the USA. Now, you're going to get all these things. Ignore all of these things. They won't really matter for skin modding. You're going to have camouflage masks and images. These are two very important folders for skin modding. And images is the most important one. That's the part that's actually the skin mod itself. The camouflage masks are just kind of what tells, for example, should the skin go, or should any camo affect the skin. And that is important too, but we're going to look at images because this is the very, very important one. Now, what we need to look for, I know it's a lot that you have to scroll through, but at least it's sorted in alphabetical order. We want to find the M4 Sherman, and you can see a lot of Shermans here, but here we are. We have M4 Sherman, M4 Sherman, we have a lot of M4 Shermans right here, right? These 4 are all M4 Shermans. Now, I know this is really confusing, but once you actually do it, it isn't too hard. So out of these 4 M4 Sherman, this is like the actual normal tier 5 M4 Sherman. Don't go for the other ones unless if you want to mod those. We're gonna see this one right here on the top, the M4 Sherman.dx11.dds.dvpl. That one is what you want. That is what you want for any tank. So let's say I want the M3 Lee, then we're going to go for the M3 Lee DX11 DDS, not the text or the NM or any of that stuff. So we're going to want the M4 Sherman DX11 DDS. Now we're just going to make a copy of that really quick. Then we're going to open up another little thing. Hold on, let me just give me a second. Alright, here we go. So we're going to go to modding. We're going to go to mods, and I made a M4 Sherman thing. Here we go. We're just going to paste that into there. So we can see that now we have the M4 Sherman DVPL here. Now remember, this is a DVPL. That means pretty much nothing can read this file. We're going to need to make it so that our GIMP can read the file. So we're going to go to that little Russian website that we have for you. Convert from DVPL. We don't want it to become a DVPL. We want it to become a normal DDS, right? So then what we're going to do is we're just going to drag and drop our little thing right into there. And then, hold on, if you're wondering how I'm able to get those things, I just have 2 monitors, but, okay, so now we wait for it to say prepared, and there we go, it's prepared. Now we're gonna hit convert. It's gonna say converting, and then it's gonna say ready. When it does say ready, you're gonna hit the download button. Then it's just gonna download the file just like any other file that you may download, and I'm just gonna drag and drop this little thing into our M4 Sherman folder. So there we go, now we have it inside our M4 Sherman folder. So this is a DDS, which means that our thing can read it. But hold up, wait a second. I'm going to show you guys this because this is a mistake that I made myself. So hold on, let me first open up GIMP really quick, and then I'm going to show you guys this thing. And this is when that XN view thing comes in handy because it may not make exact sense. I used to not even realize that, but alright, so we have GIMP opened and we have our little thing. So we're going to take our DDS, and GIMP should be able to read the DDS, but if we drop it into here, it gives us this message. It says DDS image message blah blah whatever. Basically, it's not working. It doesn't like this. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna need to open up that XN view thing, and let me just open it up 1 second. XN view MP. Remember, it's the MP version, not just XN view. Now, let me just go to the folder before I actually show things because I have some other things I don't necessarily want to show on this video, but basically, what you're gonna want to do in the XN view thing is you're gonna want to so basically you're just gonna see that this is the modding thing. You're gonna go through this, and you're just gonna want to find the you know, the mods. So we're gonna go to mods. We're gonna go to, here we go. So we have M4 Sherman. Ignore that 4th grade thing. Just ignore that. But alright, here we go. So we're gonna want the DDS one, right? So we're gonna open that up, and you're gonna get this thing. Now, all you need to do, it's literally this simple. You're gonna want to save as. Now, I don't want to show any things again, so I'm just gonna move that off to the side. But basically, you're just gonna hit save as. I'm gonna really quickly save it to my my modding folder, and M4 Sherman. There we go. Now we're just gonna save it as a PSD. Make sure you are saving it as a PSD, and that is a Photoshop file. You can just hit the little thing on the bottom, or you can just type PSD at the end. And then you're gonna hit save. Then what's gonna happen? Sorry, I can't show it, but yeah. So anyways, now we don't need this thing anymore. So we could just close out of this thing because we don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is, you can see we have a 3rd file up here, which is a PSD. We're gonna add that PSD into GIMP. Just drag and drop it into there, and there, yes, it finally works. Now, for me, I already set it up, but for actually, okay. So if you have a on the side, so when you load into GIMP, you're gonna see the layers, channels, paths, this little area. Go to channels first because it might look weird for you. If there's a thing called alpha underneath the blue, you need to hit the eyeball next to alpha to turn that off, because it, that will make it look normal like this. I know this looks really, really weird, but don't worry, that's just how it is. So now this is already like a challenge just for me, myself, because it's really hard to find out. Every single tank looks different from the top. And this is my first time taking a look at the M4 Sherman, so okay, this is gonna be interesting. Now I'm guessing this is obviously the hull. I can say that this is the upper plate. You can see it's kind of big and it's kind of sloped, right? So that's probably the front upper plate of the M4 Sherman. This is probably the rear. I'm pretty sure. Not one. Actually, hold up. I might be wrong. Let me pull up the M4 Sherman in my World of Tanks Blitz real quick. Look at it from the top. Okay, so I can say that the turret, if you want to see what I was just looking at, it's on Blitz. So I'm just looking at the top view of the M4 Sherman to see. So you can see those two cupolas on that turret. Now, this is the top turret. I'm pretty sure though, not the, So anyways, hold on. Let me just get back into GIMP. Here we go. So we have these two things. These are both turrets. One of them is the stock turret. One of them is the upgraded turret. And you're going to have both of those. If you want to do, like, put stars on the sides of the mods or whatever, you're going to have to do them to both turrets if you want them to be on both turrets. That's something that I would suggest. And I know it's really, really, really confusing. It is for me, so you're not alone. But, this, I'm guessing this is obviously the sides of the hull. Each side are the sides of the hull. And, okay, so if you take a look on Blitz at the M4 Sherman, you can see that, we all know, like, that kind of shape of the Sherman, right? Where it goes up like that. So, if we look back into GIMP, then I can say that, I'm pretty sure this is the front. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, though. But, what you have to do is you just have to try it out. You really just have to test it out and see how it looks. And if you see something backwards when you actually get the finishing product, oops, I need to get OBS back out of here, then obviously something is wrong. But, okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that the that's the front, because you've got that little hatch thing with the little guns. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the front. And these are the turrets, and the cupolas are towards the back of the tank, and that's probably, so yeah, I think this is kind of how it is. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open up M4. Let's go to modding. We're gonna go to insignias, and what we're gonna do is we're just going to put in an U.S. Army transparent thing. So you need this to be some sort of okay, wrong thing. Hold on. By the way, if you want to delete a layer, which is basically an image, all you have to do is right click on the layer thing and delete layer. But here we go. This is the correct one. So here we go. Now we have this transparent little thing. And unfortunately, you can't just, like, you know, adjust the size, like, on the edges. What you have to do, which I kind of hate, is you're going to go over, right-click on the thing. You're going to go to Layer, and you're going to go to Scale Layer. And what you have to do then is you have to put it down to size. So I'm going to just put it to around 200. Make sure to, you know, keep it, like, the same ratio so that it doesn't, like, get squished. There we go. Now it's still too big, right? So we're going to need to just scale the layer just a bit more. So let's go to 100. Now I think that's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one on the side of the hull first. And I know that this, I'm pretty sure, is the front, right? So what we want to do is we want to rotate the star clockwise, right? Because that will make it work. So we're gonna go to transform, and we're gonna go clockwise. There we go. So now the star is clockwise. Now it's still too big. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just scale it down to, let's take it down to 60. Hopefully that'll be good. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so we're gonna put it over to the side right there. Let's just put it right there. Now, I think that that will be good. Now, one thing you need to do is make sure it doesn't go off of the edges, because if it goes off of the edge of your tank, it's gonna be a lot, like, really weird. Now, we have it on this side, which is, I'm pretty sure, the right side of the tank. Now, luckily with stars, they're symmetrical, so it doesn't matter if I get it backwards. That's a nice thing. Now what we need to do is we need to duplicate this just so we can get a second thing without having to import another thing. We're just going to right click on the layer and duplicate the layer, and we're going to move it over here. Now we need to rotate it 180 degrees, right? So I'm just going to rotate 90 degrees clockwise, and I'm going to rotate 90 degrees clockwise once again. So there we go. Now we have the star facing the other way, and we're going to put it right there. I think I got it right there. So now what we want to do is we want to put a star on the, let's put one on the front hull. Now, I'm hoping that that is the front hull. I hope I'm not wrong. If I am wrong, then, well, that's going to be funny, and I'm not even going to redo it probably. Actually, I will redo it because I'm going to, post this mod in my Discord server and in the description down below. If you want to download this for your own M4 Shermans, maybe if you're, like, a Blitz filmmaker that needs those mods, this is for you. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna, oops, wrong thing. I need to right click on the layer, duplicate layer. We're gonna move this down here. Now this is angled in a way like, we need to rotate it clockwise. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna rotate it clockwise. There we go. That looks nice. Now we're just gonna place that right there in the middle. I think that looks good. I think that's fine. Now I know this thing is flat. Don't trust me. It's gonna the software basically flattens it out on its own. So yeah, I can actually show you guys what my T32 mod looks like. So just so you have an idea. But now this is what we have. I'm just gonna say this is all for now. I'm not gonna put things on the turret. It gets more complicated, but you basically just put it on the side of the turret. But now what we need to do is first, you should save as. Now I'm gonna move it over to the side to make sure I don't show any things. But here we go. So you're just gonna save as, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna save it as an XCF. I'm just gonna, okay, I don't think I'm showing anything, so let me just flash this over real quick. You can see this, you're gonna save it as an XCF, and you're gonna put the name, whatever it is. I'm gonna change it, the name from M4 Sherman. I'm gonna call it M4 Sherman _ let's call it, test mod. Very, very original name, as you can see. But here we go. Now we're gonna hit save. We're gonna just move GIMP back over to the screen. So we just saved this as an XCF. Now why? Because in case I need to go back and edit this mod, I can do that. Because this next step is gonna make sure that you can't turn back. So we have all these layers. If you just put this into the game, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a really, really, really weird looking tank that, trust me, you would not want to see, because I messed up many times doing this. So you're gonna need to merge all these layers into one layer, and what you need to do is you need to go to the top layer, select the top layer, right click it, and merge down. Okay, so you're gonna hit merge down. You see it just merge down with the next layer, with the other star. Then we're gonna repeat with the next top layer, merge down. We're gonna repeat once again. Then we have one layer here. Now, don't save here unless if you want to save it as a separate file, because then you're going to override the previous version with all the layers, because keep in mind that since I merged all these layers, I can't go back. That means I can't move these stars at all. Let's say I load into the game and I find out that one star is just a bit off. I can't fix that anymore. Now what we want to do is we want to export this. So let me just move this over to the left really quick. But you're going to hit export as. Don't hit export. Hit the export as. And then what we're gonna do is, here, let me just show, because it's fine showing this. It defaults to PNG. We don't want a PNG, we want a DDS. So just type DDS, because that is the file that Wargaming is gonna read. So here we go. I think this is all good. We're gonna just export it. And it's gonna give you this little confirmation thing that you can see right here. Just hit export, ignore that. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is, remember, this is a DDS, this is not a DVPL. We need it to be a DVPL. So yeah, we're gonna need to go back to our little Russian website. Keep in mind that we need to select convert, not deconvert, because we need to convert to a DVPL, not from a DVPL. Now we're gonna go over to our modding folder, mods, M4 Sherman, and here we go. We have the all these. I know they look really confusing, but remember, it was test mod, right? So it's gotta be either one of these two. This is an XCF, which is GIMP's file format. This is not what we want. We want the DDS. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just drag and drop our DDS file right into this Russian website. Wait for it to load. There we go. It says prepared. We're gonna hit convert. Now it is converted, and we are going to download it. And then now, once it downloads, we're just going to drag this into, now I'm gonna make a it just makes things easier making a finished folder. I do that. Then just drag this into the finished folder. There we go. Now we have this in the finished folder, and this is a DVPL, which means we can literally put this into Wargaming's thing right now, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go into images, and here we are back into Wargaming's Steam World of Tanks Blitz thing. And yeah, once again, the really complicated thing. So this CC here, m4sherman.dx 11.dds.dvpl, this is the original Wargaming one. I would highly suggest you to not delete this or override it, because then if you don't want your mods, you kind of can't really go back other than reinstalling your entire game. So I would highly suggest to either copy this and put it into a separate backup folder, or what I do is I just rename it to M4 Sherman Original There we go. So, by the way, just keep in mind that it needs to be this exact name. The tank name, dot, dx11.dds.dvpl, because the game is looking for a file with that exact name. If you screw up with like one dot or anything like that, or if you add the original on there, it's not going to read that. And if it doesn't find anything that matches what it wants, it's not even going to be able to work. So you're going to have the no texture thing. Now, the last thing I need to do with this DVPL here, as I mentioned with the names, I can't just move this thing into the folder because the name is different. It's M4 Sherman Test Mod. It's not looking for the word Test Mod. So what we need to do is we need to just make it M4 Sherman.dx11.dds. There we go. So now we have it, and what we're going to do is we're going to drop this guy right into the Steam thing. Alright, so now we are back into World of Tanks Blitz. And you can see that it's still just a normal Sherman, right? Nothing's changed because you need to restart your game. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to restart our game. So just exit your game and reload your game up. I know this video is really long, and I'm sure the only people that are watching to this point are people that actually want to make their own mods and actually want to know. People that don't want to know probably aren't watching to this point, and that's fine. Makes total sense. But we're just gonna see if this mod worked out, and it should have worked out. Hopefully. If it didn't work out, then yeah, it's not fun. I'm for Sherman. Here we go. So I actually don't have this thing. Okay, it worked. But you can see something. I think our star is a bit low because it's kind of half on the tracks. This one I think is fine. Okay, well, guess what, guys? I messed up. The front was the other one. So I guess that's just a lesson for you guys when we do that. So I'm gonna fix this obviously before I actually publish this mod to you guys, because I want that star on the front. And I'm gonna move this star up just a bit. And what I'll do is I'll actually show you guys me doing that, because that way you can see the process of and why it's so important to have your mod to save before you merge the layers, because after you merge the layers, remember that you can't undo that really. So we're gonna go to our XCF, right? We're gonna open that up. It's gonna take us to GIMP, and here we go. See, we have all our layers here. That's because I didn't save it after that when I closed it. So we have all our layers, which means that all we need to do is just fix this stuff. Now, I know that this is now the back of the tank. That's the front of the tank. So what I need to do with this thing is rotate clockwise and rotate clockwise. There we go. Now we're going to move this thing right up to around there. I think those are the gun ports, now that I think of it. I don't know why I even missed it. Now I know that this one is just too low, so oops, I need to select that one. It's this. Nope, it's this one. There we go. We're gonna move that up just a bit. Now another thing, which is the mistake I made on my T32 mod. You know what? We're gonna move this one. No, I think that one's fine. Is don't put your things on top of like things like low gun ports and things, cause they'll get in the way and they'll mess it up. Now, yeah, I think this is all good. Now, for the turret, I might add one later on after this video, I'm not sure, but this is how we're gonna do it for now. You can also add on like a little thing. I put on my T32 just a little American flag on the back. I don't think I need that for here, but if you want to do that, you can add anything you want, literally anything you want. You can add, like, for my mouse thing, I literally added my own, like, symbol, logo thing on there. But yeah, alright, I think we're good. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to export this as, and we're going to export it as the DDS. We're going to call it test mod 2, or we'll call it v2. Actually, no, we're just going to call it 2, and then we're going to export it. There we go. So again, you have to hit that confirmation thing, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Now we're going to go once again to our Russian website, and we're going to convert this to a DVPL. And let's get our M4 Sherman. It's number 2. Just gonna drag and drop that thing right in there. Prepare, convert, download. And we're gonna drag and drop this into here. Alright, now I'm gonna move that into finished. There we go. So we have our number 2 DVPL. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go once again to images, and I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna delete the old one because it was messed up anyway. Ooh, hold on, okay. Big mistake right here, I forgot to merge my layers. So we need to go back. Merge layers, I need to do that. Oh crap, what did I just do? Undo, 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 undo. Merge down. Merge down. Merge down. There we go, now we're gonna export as, we're gonna go to, we're gonna call it number 3, because that's our 3rd attempt. Export. Now we need to hit our little confirmation thing, there we go. Now we're gonna go back into our Russian website for like the 100th time today. We're gonna go to finished. It's an M4 Sherman, and here we go. Okay, my PC just decided to freeze for just a second. That's really fun. Number 3.dds, we're gonna let that in. Loading, prepared, convert. Now you're gonna hit download. And we're gonna once again go to finished, and we're just gonna drag and drop the M4 Sherman number 3 right into there. Now this should actually work. We're gonna go to images, and this is our original thing, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna yeet, and actually no, I'm just gonna change the name of it. I'll call it M4 Sherman, stars are in wrong places, .dx11.dds. That's a weird name. But, now we're gonna add in our little, thing here. And, again, we need to change the name of this, remember that. Otherwise, the game is not gonna read it. So, we need to delete all of these things. Sherman, not Sherma. There we go. Now we have it ready. So, I think this better work. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be a bit sad. But here we go. We're gonna load into World of Tanks Blitz in the game, and hopefully this will work. Yeah, so this video is really long. It's like 25 minutes already. Again, though, it's for people that want to learn how to mod or watching this video. So yeah, and let me know if you guys want more videos, more in depth. I think I kind of went too in depth though, but I'm still experimenting with adding my own colors, because my first experiment of adding colors on tanks didn't exactly turn out too well, as you can see here. But yeah, alright, anyways, we're gonna go to our M4 Sherman. Yes, I think it looks not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it looks pretty good, right? We've got our little star thing there, our army thing. Now, I'll try to put one on the side of the turret, and yeah, I think it looks good though. By the way, I have a few other mods. For example, you may have noticed in some of my videos that I have the T-34 with the star. I have the Panzer 4G. I have a little Iron Cross thing. Same as with my Panther. These are not made by me. These are made by my good friend Eagle 90. Make sure to check out. Well, okay, he doesn't have a channel. Why am I saying check out? But just like thanks for helping out. Eagle 90 has helped out a lot with my modding stuff. Now again, this is my kind of half-failed T32 mod, but I'm happy with it. Now the one I'm most proud of though is my mouse one. I mean, I didn't actually make like all the things like the iron crosses and stuff and the camo on it, but I mean it looks kind of cool, right? However, if you may have noticed on the left side, it's actually backwards. I still have not figured out how to get around that, but on the left side it looks pretty good. It's got my logo right here, and it says sub to AnakinBlitz, which, by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you enjoy my content, then make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It really means a lot, and it will really help out with my channel. But, I think that's my M4 Sherman mod there, and I think that's all for today's video. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Most importantly, I hope you all learned this. Maybe you are now getting interested into making your own mods. Also, I will be making my own mods because I'm actually enjoying this quite a lot. And, yeah, I'll make sure to, like, maybe if I make new mods, I might, like, let you guys, yeah, I'll let you guys, like, use them, obviously. I'll post them in my Discord server, but also for those of you that don't have Discord, I'll post them in my video description links. I'll post my T32 one, my M4 Sherman one, as well as, you know what, let's just post our pink T110E4 in case if someone wants this. Yeah, I'll ask for permission from Eagle to post the T-34 and the Panzer 4 ones, but yeah, that's really alright. Well, I don't know how I somehow forgot this, but it's actually a really important part of modding that I really forgot. Camouflage masks. And yeah, I'm recording this after my video. I just realized it while I'm editing the video, but camouflage masks are a very, very important part because without a camouflage mask, you can just have the image there, but what's going to happen is if you put any camouflage on your tank, it's going to make that camouflage go on top of your mod, and you won't really see it, and it'll look really weird. And if you want the mod to be on top and make sure that there's no camo at all, just like my T-32, my Sherman one that I was showing on my screen, what you're going to need to do is, in order to make the camouflage mask, I have this little file that I have for you guys, and it's just right here. I have it, important template for opaque camo mask right here. Tank name underscore cm.dx11.pbr.dbpl. It's a really complicated thing that actually I really don't know how to do it, but Eagle90 was kind enough to offer it to me. But all you need to do is just take this file, rename it to your tank, make sure you have the underscore cm. So just put just make a copy of this. So I'm going to do that right now because I haven't made a camo mask for my Sherman yet, and I'm going to rename it to, let's get rid of the copy thing, but here we go. So we're going to just call it m4 underscore Sherman underscore cm.dx11.pbr, blah, blah, blah. So then what we're going to have to do then is we're going to go back into, not images, we're going to go to camouflage masks right here. We're going to take this, and we're going to go to our m4 Sherman, here we go. And we're going to just rename this to m4 Sherman, let's say m4 Sherman original underscore cm, and then we're going to take our other thing, we're going to just drag this right into there, and then what's going to happen now is, if I put any camo on the Sherman, it's still going to show that thing on top. Now, I'm going to, this little template file thing that, let me just delete this Sherman thing, but this little template file, this tank name thing, I will post this in the description down below, as well, as along with the M4 Sherman and T-32 mods and stuff. That way you guys can download it yourself. And also when I post my M4 Sherman mods and my T-32 and all those mods, I will make sure that they're, it's part of the, I'm gonna just like put them in a little package so it's really easy for you guys. So yeah, that's really all though. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All I have for you guys today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this, and hopefully you all learned something. I'm AnakinBlitz, and I'll see you guys in the next one.